What's up, my kings and queens? How you doing? You good? You smiling there on the other side? Yeah, you know I will say, don't you ever dare to be grummy. Maybe you're hungry. Yeah. So, smile. It's easy. People, what I want to say. By a question that go in my inbox, a beautiful soul asked me, gee, you know what? I decided I want to grow, but I don't know where to start. Well, I like this question. You know why? Because this show me you want, and everything starts in your mind, in your heart, that you really want. So I said to that person, listen, what you want to do? I want to do this and this and this. Okay, start. You love it? You have passion for that? Start. That's why I bring that to everybody there. You will become unstoppable once you decide that you want to grow. Nobody can stop you, people. Listen to this. I'm very serious with everybody there. If you are not where you have to be, if you still don't become the person that you want to become, or you don't obtain what you want to obtain, you can grow every single day. You can become what you want every single day. It's always start with just being real with yourself and just a big yes to yourself. I mean, think about it. You say so many times yes to so many people around you. You do so many things for so many people around you. You show up for your work, for your family, for friends, for whatever you do. And suddenly when you have to show up for yourself, well, that become a problem. Insecurity, fear, all illusions created by the society, by the school system, about absurd from our surroundings, from the past, going too much in the future, by don't being lead in the right way. Well, I'm here today to tell you, my beautiful souls, my kings and queens, because I think it's a very beautiful question that person said to me, gee, how I can grow again? By say a big yes to yourself. By decided to understand if you want to grow and you decide to grow, you have to say yes to yourself. You have to start to love, respect, and accept yourself much more. You have to start to learn to say no to everything around you. And when you're gonna start to do that, yes, some people will disappear. Yes, and all the surroundings will changing. Some people is thinking like you only think about yourself. Some people will start to gossip about you. Yes, so many things happening around you. But this is not gonna be your problem. If you really want to grow, if you really want to obtain what you want to obtain and become what you want to obtain, has to start already here and here, mind and soul. So whatever that is that you have passion for, business, dancing, singing, poetry, painting, whatever, nothing is impossible. And this is not about titles here, of which family you're coming from. It's all about your mindset. It's all about your authenticity. It's all about your faith in yourself. It's all about how hard you love things to do and for what purpose. Again, the purpose is you. The purpose was you. The purpose, it will be always you. And when we understand this as humanity, that the purpose is always us and not other things outside of us, we will see the world different. Well, it will take some momentum, because I don't want to call a time to learn, unlearn, and relearn. To be able to say, okay, I'm tired of my, doing, because I see I don't gonna grow. I'm still in the same place, still in the same loop, still doing the same things. So then you have to be real with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. Shadow work. Look your demons in the eyes, and learn their names. Dance with them. Don't be afraid. Stop being afraid of your demons. Make friends with them. Dance with them. Look them in the eyes and say, I will go through you. And you will go through you. See, demons, they feed on fears. Same like so many other things that are happening around us that feed on our fear. Insecurity. Because we are all energy and vibrations. Spiritual beings. Again, you are a soul having a body. You're not a body having a soul. And by beginning of the times, I don't believe in time, they teach you in the wrong way. They feed you illusions. That you have to look outside of you for everything. Approval. Can I ask something, already in the school system? And so many other things. You've been taught just to obey. You've been taught just to follow. You've just been taught to consume. When actually, you're a leader. You're a creator. Your biggest power is being authentic, being unique, being you. In a world where so many people are the same, that's the only way to make the difference. See, nobody's going to be much more hated than the one that speak the truth. The one that come up for himself, of herself, and the people around them. Integrity, compassion, valors, principles. Something I don't see too much today of today, unfortunately. You know, they've been seen like weakness. Where I tell you something, let's make again, you know, the normality to use integrity, passion, valors and principles. Something that they take from us a long time ago. Let's take this back. Let's bring this back in. What you think about that? That's the first step. Second step is to be real with yourself and say enough is enough. I want to change. And everything you want to become and obtain is already there in the quantum field. Yes, you just have to believe you already have it. And the rest is dedication, consistency, discipline. Love, respect and accept yourself you have to have from yourself. Never have expectations for nobody, only for you and for life. Use compassion, principles, integrity, valors as your GPS system. Deep from your soul. And when your soul speaks to you, well, listen to it. It knows the way. We all have this, but we never been taught how to use it. So many things that we have, powers as humans, that we never been taught. There's a reason for that. So my beautiful souls, kings and queens, brothers and sisters, I just want to tell you today, the day of today, if you want to grow, if you want to change your life, if you want to rewrite your story, if you want to become who you have to become and obtain what you want to obtain, everything is possible. Everything. You can start every single day. You can start even now after you see this movie directly. The only thing you have to do is a couple of points that have to change. And that's so important. Point 1, be real with yourself. And see how hard do you want it. And do you know what you want? Point 2, see yourself already having what you want to have, of obtain it, of become that person. And the rest is consistency, dedication, persistence, discipline. You don't have shortcuts. Shortcuts don't exist. And again, love the process. Whatever you do, you want to become, what you want to obtain. It's all about the process, not about the goal. The goal actually, people, is just to make you a target. To make for you a target. Imagine you're a missile. So yes, that's the goal. But what's happening in there between you and the goal, and you as a target going that way? Well, that's the process. That's how you become who you have to become. Falling down, standing back up, good choices, more or less good choices. You know, things that we're calling losing, and so many other things that we see as negativity. It's just the process. Whatever it is, love the process. Love yourself. Respect yourself. Accept yourself for the powerful, beautiful, unique, worthy, divine human being that you are. Stop comparing yourself with what you see on the media, on TV. You are beautiful enough like you are. You are perfect like you are. Of course, you have to take care of your mind, body, and soul. Of course, you have to be in the nature and eat healthy and have movement and do meditation, because these are tools in order to let your mind, body, and soul work to the 100% to become who you have to become, to obtain what you want to obtain in a beautiful, happy, joyful, and smiling way, which is your birthright. Without fear, without anxiety, without comparison, without hate. And only if we will help each other, give each other advice, give each other a hand. As human beings, that's the only way we rise. So long we are divided, people, and hating each other, compare with each other, gossip about each other, look down on each other, and don't use compassion, integrity, valors, and principles, we're never gonna rise. So, it's never too late to obtain what you want to obtain and become what you want to become. It's never too late. Late? You already know. I already don't believe in time and age. Illusions, just in order to keep you in the loop. The only thing you have your thoughts that create momentums, and every momentum creates a reality. So life is a bag full of thoughts, momentums, realities, if you ask me, from my perspective. So I don't want to go too deep in that kind of thing. But what I want to say back to the story, just to answer these beautiful souls that go in my inbox, and maybe other people are that in this process. Yes, you become unstoppable. That's the only way to become unstoppable. If you start to say yes to yourself. If you start to say yes to yourself and more no to everything that brings you anxiety, fear, you know, and other negative words and thoughts and energies and vibrations around you. You have to align with your thoughts. What you say, what you think, and what you do have to be aligned. You know, it's not easy, I understand, to learn, unlearn, and relearn. Suddenly, after you thought you know something all your life, now suddenly you have to change all this game. But say it like that. It's the chance to write a new story, a new adventure, to become back you, really you, to remember who you really are. to see your full potential as a human, powerful, beautiful, unique, worthy, and human being. It doesn't matter where you are, who you are, man, girl, woman, whatever continent, we are all the same, coming from the same place. We are all in the same boat. The only difference is the one that are awake and the one that's still sleeping. And it's nobody's fault. But it's, the task of the one that's wake up, to wake up the rest. Even when the world will say you crazy, do what's right. Use integrity, values, principles, compassion as your GPS system. It's never been about money here. It's never been about power here. It's about your conscious mind. Your beautiful conscious mind, because let me tell you one thing. It's a lot of things happening, in the background that you don't even know. All they want from you is your consciousness, your beautiful mind. The only way to become who you have to become, to obtain what you want to obtain, is to say yes to yourself and no to everything that brings you fear, anxiety, comparison, hate, gossip, anything that is negative, the low vibrations, words, thoughts. Walk away from it. You just have to say one thing, yes. You just have to say yes to yourself, and all the game will change. And you will start to grow. And then in that moment, if you start to be real, and you look yourself in the mirror, and you do right, but you do wrong, my brothers and sisters. And nothing changes. And what you don't change, it will repeat. And that's for me, that's for you, for everybody in this world. So just again, to come back to our story, to reply, the beautiful soul go in my inbox. And for other people maybe are not in this process, well, say yes to yourself. And when you start, you make the choice that you want to start to grow, well, you're unstoppable. Nobody can stop you. Only you can stop yourself. But even you are not allowed to stop yourself. Do you understand me? So that being said, have faith in yourself. Stop looking to your age and time. It's not existent, or illusions. And maybe what I say seems crazy for you. But you know what? It's the momentum to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And if you are still not where you have to be, and you are not who you want to be, well, maybe you have to start to do something else. And listen more to your soul. And say more yes to yourself. And more no to everything around you that don't bring you happiness, joy, and take your smile away. Put yourself also in the first place. Love yourself, respect yourself, and accept yourself for the powerful, beautiful, unique, worthy, and divine human being that you are. Because you are all that. But you have to start to believe and have faith in yourself. You have to be tired. You have to start to be tired of being in that loop, and start to believe that you already have what you need to have, and you are that person that you have to be. Everything starts in you, what they call visualization, in your fantasy, in your mind. What you think is much more happening than you think, my beautiful souls. All I can tell you, you become unstoppable when you decide that you want to grow, when you decide to say yes to yourself, and when you decide to say no to everything that takes you happiness, joy, and smile away. And I believe in you there on the side. If nobody say it to you, I will say it to you again today. You're powerful, you're beautiful, unique, worthy, and divine to obtain what you want and become what you want. So, stop doubting yourself, have faith, and keep rising. You are all kings and queens. So, act like kings and queens, and smile every single day.